What's up, everybody? This is Craig from 9V Games, and today is going to be the fastest review I've ever done because Patriots are playing tonight, and I have a 3,000 word paper due for poli-sci class, and it is already 4:30. Patriots start at 6. Yes, I might be a gamer, but I still thoroughly enjoy my football, and I'm from New England, so you know there's no liking any other team. Now, what am I reviewing today? Because I want to keep it quick, I'm going to review a DLC game that is available on the PlayStation Network and the Xbox Live Arcade. Of course, I'm talking about the Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection. Now, me being the self-proclaimed world's biggest Mortal Kombat fan, you'd think that I would automatically give this game a 5. However, I'm not giving it a 5, and here is why. It is arcade perfect ports of Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, and Ultimate 3. My big gripe with this game is why the hell didn't you throw in Mortal Kombat 4? It was the last arcade game that you guys made for Mortal Kombat. Why wouldn't you include it? You get a star off for that. Out of 5 stars, you just lost 1 for that because I have no idea why. I know the memory is not that big. Anybody who's ever downloaded a ROM or ISO, which you're not supposed to, for Mortal Kombat 4, you'll notice that it is not big. I mean, it's an N64. They have an N64 game of it. Anyways, so I'm just really confused on why they didn't include that. Hell, all the characters are built exactly the same. It's the same move list. Oh my god, I can rant about that all day. Anyways, if it's an arcade collection, they didn't include all the arcade games. That's a negative. And the other negative is, since Mortal Kombat 9 came out, Mortal Kombat 9 is phenomenal, and me and Dan will argue this to the death. Mortal Kombat 9, I'm sorry, that's the best fighting game that came out this year. I'm sorry. It's the best fighting game. Whereas, like, Street Fighter 4 came out and brought the fighting game scene back to life. They didn't really reinvent their game. They just put their original game that they've always had in 2.5D and made the presentation look good. Mortal Kombat 9 completely reinvented Mortal Kombat as we know it. So I think just for having the biggest change and having that change be successful, Mortal Kombat's the best game that came out this year. Now, what does it do to the other Mortal Kombats? Well, it makes them look bad. I mean, really, Mortal Kombat 9 is a tournament level game, and then you take Mortal Kombat 1, which is kind of like, all right, who's played the game longer? Because that's who's gonna win. I mean, I've been playing Mortal Kombat 2 almost every week for the last 15 to 18 years, and guess what? I played it shit-faced at my bachelor party and just destroyed people who were sober. So it's not really, the old Mortal Kombat is how much have you played, how much time have you invested into it. It's really a one-sided game. Mortal Kombat 1 is like that. Mortal Kombat 2 is like that, especially if you're playing against a katana and the person knows what they're doing. And then Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is still a one-sided game. Whoever catches you first, whoever catches the other one first, if they're both skilled players, you're done. I'm sorry. There's no breaker. There's none of that. You're done. So, granted, it's still the old Mortal Kombat. It just doesn't pack the punch that the old one did. However, like I said, it is the old Mortal Kombat, and they are arcade ports, arcade perfect ports. Plus some of the shaders, like the, you can change it to sharp, smooth, arcade, the looks, the filters for the looks. Painting is actually my favorite. Painting 1, and then Painting 2 is like really painted, and it actually makes the game look cool. They have leaderboards, they have a battle point system, nowhere near anything that Capcom is doing with the Street Fighter. It's the first time I'm ever gonna say this, but Capcom did it better. Sorry, I don't like Capcom fighting games, but I'm gonna have to go with them on that one. And yeah. So I'll go down the pros real quick. The pros is it's Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and Ultimate 3 all in one bundle for $10. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. Another pro is that with the correct filter, the game looks good. Another pro is that, like in Mortal Kombat 2 and Mortal Kombat 3, it has your fatalities and shit listed out. It has move lists. So that's also helpful because everybody knows that back in the day, Mortal Kombat didn't have a skill list or a move list. You actually had to have the strategy guide or know it from muscle memory. Most players nowadays, though, if you're older, you're my age, you know the game by heart. Another pro is that it adds online play. However, you need to find people that are still actually playing the game in order to get online play. And as I learned with Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, because I downloaded it before it got pulled off of Marketplace, if you don't play that shit every single day, you're gonna continuously lose, and it's so one-sided that you're gonna continuously lose till you eventually just stop playing. That's just the way it is. You're gonna be like, fuck this game, throw your controller, and quit. And the last pro, though, this is a really good pro. The pro of this game is the arcade stick that came with Mortal Kombat 9, and then it's been re-released as Mortal Kombat 1 arcade stick, the PDP one. That run button, you can finally use it. That's a pro. The arcade stick works pretty well. I've just gotten so used to it on controllers over the years that I'm going to always play Mortal Kombat on a controller now. That's just the way it goes. And the cons. The cons is those games show their age. There's no way around it. It's not as fun anymore. It's just not. And the fatalities... Because Mortal Kombat 9 came out, the fatalities just don't have the value they have anymore. I mean, look, I'm probably doing some right now. This inverted shit. There's some fatalities. It's not the same anymore, like I said. But, who knows? Maybe you'll enjoy it. It's really just a digital collector's item. However, if you have these games on... an original console, it's not going to beat that. It's not going to beat you having a physical copy. That's the other con. There's no physical copy of this game, and I was under the impression when this was announced that it was going to be a physical copy. The other downside is that there's so many downsides that this is not quick like I said it was going to be. What the hell? Oh, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give the game a 3 out of 5 stars. And 1 star came off because of Mortal Kombat 4, and the other star came off just because nostalgia is going to take you so far in this game. You need to really be a fanatic of Mortal Kombat in order to justify purchasing this, even though it's only $10. I'm justifying purchasing it, and I fucking love Mortal Kombat. I will lose a friend over Mortal Kombat. I don't care. But definitely check it out. And if you want to play it, man, you better get playing it now, because once the elitists take over, you're not going to even have a chance on there. So, 3 out of 5 stars. Mortal Kombat, Xbox Live, Arcade, and PlayStation Network. Check it out. It may be for you. It may not be for you. If you're a fan of the classics, super fan, you'll like it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching.